I'm making a list, checking it twice. Gotta find out who's naughty. Greg. Or nice. Fossil TCG is back. Hi guys. I know, weird intro. Happy holidays. Or in my native tongue, Feliz Navidad. I am back with another mega tier list. This time, talking about the DLC from Mega Dimensions for Pokemon ZA. I was waiting on this. I had mentioned it in my previous video, so you guys check it out. When I started talking about just ranking all the Mega Evolutions, they came out with a few new Megas, some which I did not expect to honestly see. So we're gonna add them to our previous ranking, which technically has changed. So it hasn't changed too drastically, don't get me wrong. I made a couple changes here and there. So Clipchamp went from D to C, which I'll talk about that more later. Mega Ampharos I think went from C to B as well. I've been seeing more stuff from this Pokemon as of recently, especially from Pokemon TCG Pocket, which amazing cards, honestly, amazing cards. And Mega Ampharos was one of them, so that was nice to see. Let's see what else. I think apart from that, after talking with a friend of mine, which is reasonable, I put Mega Rayquaza as the top. I had previously Mega Sceptile. That was definitely a bias on my part, which realistically all of this is subjective, so this is just my opinion on the matter. So if you guys have your own opinion, please sound out in the comments. This is what I think are the best to worst. I think we can all agree that Mega Storm is the worst, but thinking back and looking back, it's like, yeah, I can make a couple changes and see kind of like where I would put some of these respectively. Again, nothing too drastic. I hope you guys also check out that previous video, but without further ado, let's start with the new DLC content, starting with Mega Chimecho S. Honestly, this is a Pokemon that if you would have told me, oh yeah, he's gonna get a Mega, I was like, oh god, what now? He's just gonna be a longer scarf. This was genius. This just embodies whimsical Chimecho. He was never my favorite Pokemon. I did love him in the anime with James, but the fact that his body structure right now represents a Chingling as well, this restored my faith in Mega Evolution or Mega Pokemon with the new like Pokemon ZA, the new DLC and everything, because seeing the Megas just in general in Pokemon ZA, I wasn't interested, but seeing this, way better. Which brings us to our next candidate, Mega Absol, also S. This guy, comparatively, or Mega Absol Z to be more specific, compared to Mega Absol, leagues above. I mean, he has a edgelord factor, which, don't get me wrong, I usually go for underdogs if we go like by anime standards. Edgelords like, let's say Sasuke, stuff like that, I'm fine with them. They're not my to go. But I saw this, I'm like, okay, my inner rock persona is coming out while seeing this, and it's just, again, the fact that the I guess wings look like an arm is just genius, and that dark coloration looks perfect on him. And I get the angel devil motif that also played into really well of like the I guess the lore, if they want to give it some something like that. But yeah, no, Mega Absol Z, really good. Mega Staraptor, also a banger. I had heard of the leaks, and unfortunately Mega Luxray, I've seen so many memes that they wanted to do like, oh, if we have Mega Staraptor, we'll eventually have Mega Luxray. That never happened, and it's depressing, but unless they do it to this degree, I'm fine with how Luxray looks. Megastaraptor, I always loved, honestly. And the fact that they just went with, like, yeah, let's make him even edgier. Again, perfect. I really like this design. This is the reason that I have Mega Garchomp at C now. I still like base form Garchomp more. I can understand the scythes for Mega Garchomp fine. It just didn't appeal to me as much as a change up. This is ass. This new Mega Garchomp Z, again, having spikes for the sake of having spikes, I have no appeal for it. He just, I don't know if the concept is going to be more airplane-like, but he just looks like he should be hovering, which already gives me weird vibes comparatively to like Mega Salamence, honestly. They're both in the same vein. But I really do not like this new Mega form that they added for him. I much rather prefer the older one compared to this one. Mega Lucario Z is amazing, but only for the reason that it reminds me of Hatsune Miku. And I'm pretty sure that was the point. You can't tell me no, Nintendo, Pokemon Company. Honestly, that's just a 1-2-1 in my brain. It's not the worst, don't get me wrong. I think I still prefer the regular Mega Lucario. But I saw this and like, oh, he's going through an emo phase. Okay, cool, I get that. I feel that. So, in that perspective, it's just, I just find joy looking at it. But I don't find it as badass as the regular Mega Lucario. I think it's, I think it's still a solid design. Probably, yeah, around here, which is funny with all these fighting types. They're all kind of the same, especially if you look at them side to side. They're all kind of the same-ish stance, the same motif. So it's not bad, it's just not something that I would immediately have on my team, which I'll talk about that later also. Mega Heatran. What that mouth do? This was so bizarre. Just having him like, I don't know, a cauldron, I guess? Like a melting pot, which is fitting. It gave me like Muck Grimer vibes. Honestly, I would have loved him to somehow be Fire Poison. I think his typing is still the same, Fire Steel. But I kind of dig it. I don't know why. It's just, it gives me also, you guys remember the Hercules movie with the Titans, the animated one? It gives me that vibe, and I feel nostalgic about it. Is it my favorite? God, no. But as legendaries come, they could have done worse. I'm looking at you, Mega Zygarde. So, I think, I think I can easily compare him to like Mega Gengar in a sense. Kind of like bigger, not necessarily bolder, but just different, like slight features. Definitely this one more so with the mouth and the melting aspect. But not so much of a change. I'm like, oh my god, this is insanely cool. But I don't dislike it. I don't entirely dislike it, honestly. This one though, Mega Darkrai. Listen, if there was anyone that that I wouldn't have mind more of an edgelord like they did with Mega Staraptor and Mega Absol, that would have been easily Mega Darkrai. I get that you guys wanted to go like full Lord of the Rings Sauron type thing. The eye aspect of this is kind of cool, but if you look at him on the side profile, the fact that it just reminds me of a blimp is not what I expected to have Mega Darkrai as. I would have preferred, like, I don't know, sort of Spiritomb-ish, Void, something better, more shadowy, if that's even a word, than just Big Eye. That's Yu-Gi-Oh! That's not supposed to be Pokemon. Is it? It's better than the other legendary megas that I've seen. I do like, it reminds me of Sauron, in that case of the eye perspective, but that's about it. That's as much it has going for it, honestly. Mega Golurk is fine. I enjoy Golurk, don't get me wrong. That sort of, how do I say, Guardian-esque, obviously Golem, vibe to it. The Mega didn't do much of a change up to me. It was like, you're okay. You're more spirity, I guess. But it's fine. I kind of put it like with Slowbro and these guys, like, you're fine. There's nothing completely wrong with you, but there's nothing like, wow, you guys knocked it out of the park. Like, sure, you're have more shadow stuff coming from you, I guess. I don't know. Mega Basic is cool. I honestly, this is another one, like, oh, Meowstic's gonna have a Mega form. Huh? I forgot about this Pokemon. This is one of those that, to me, flies really, really under the radar. But the Mega form, it's like if you would have given a Mega form for Plusle and Minun, but it would have been, like, good. This is what it kind of reminds me of. Meowstic is kind of like that Plusle and Minun, like, oh yeah, they're there. They're kind of, in that case, they're kind of like the Pikachu variants. This is kind of like the Meowth-ish normal variant, although I'm pretty sure he's just psychic. I enjoy it though. I do enjoy how Meowstic looks. I think he falls into this ballpark though. Kind of like a C tier. Mostly because Meowstic, I never had an appeal to him, but the Mega's pretty nice. The Mega looks pretty cool. Whoever is a fan of Castaway definitely chose the Tom Hanks Wilson approach for Mega Crabominable. This is, it's kind of in the same ballpark as Mega Victreebel, that they look so derpy. It works. It doesn't, at least not to me, if I'm being honest. But I saw this, I'm like, huh, this is Castaway. And I kind of chuckled a bit, but then I was like, yeah, it looks too stupid. I'm sorry, guys. If you're a Crabominable fan, rise up in the comments. Mala mia. Oops. This is yeah. Do I like him more than? No, and the only saving grace of for alligators again, when he closes the clasp thing, he looks like Totodile, so that's kind of cute. That's about it. I have no idea why Golisopod has a Mega. Honestly, by this standard, I would have much rather prefer Mega Ammonite and Amistar and Kabutops to complement Aerodactyl. Golisopod is not, it doesn't work. It's just, what are these called? The Star Wars things? I think they're droids or something. My bad, guys. I'm not a Star Wars fan. I know this is a discussion for another time, but yeah. I've also seen memes about this guy. Hey. Kind of like Excadrill. I don't love it. I much rather prefer having just Golisopod. Golisopod is a fossil, right? If not, I'm completely disregarded the statement of Kabutops and Amistar. It always gives me fossil vibes, so. Mega Magearna is pretty tight. I saw this, I'm like, not gonna lie, it looks cool. It gives me steampunky vibes. I'm a sucker for stuff like that. So yeah, seeing Mega Magearna was pretty cool. Let's see. Would she be a B or an A? She's definitely not S rank. Jeez. Oops. High-ish B. Yeah, she's high-ish B. I would definitely like to have her on a team, but not compared to other Pokemon in general. I guess this is a different form, so I'm just gonna add that. Oh, and I took away, I should have said this sooner, the Primordial Kyogre and Groudon. I think I had them on the previous list, I'm pretty sure. But for this one, I'm just gonna focus on the Megas and just try and round this all up. Mega Zeraora, I like the color scheme, but it's kind of in the same vein. I guess they did it sort of like a counterpart to Mega Lucario. So it's kind of in the same vein of Hatsune Miku Lucario. I don't know. I mean, it's not the worst. I think it's easily a B tier in my mind. Probably more so than Mega Blastoise. Kind of mid B tier to me. Okay. I had to look this guy up because I forgot his name. Mega Scovillain. It's cute. And it doesn't work, but it kind of does. Only because it gives me kaiju-esque vibes. I forgot how Scovillain worked. I do like that it's a grass fire type. I love that. I didn't really use him in the games. I didn't use him in Pokemon Scarlet. But he was a nice addition. I think he's the first grass fire type that we've had. Correct me if I'm wrong. But having that sort of darker features in the middle, the spikier bits all around him, not bad. He's definitely C tier to me. Oop, not that high C tier. Yeah, sort of like Malamar. It's like, oh, he has a Mega. Better than the base form in my opinion, but that's about it. Mega Glimora is cool, but this image doesn't help. Kind of looks like something that I'm pretty sure YouTube's not gonna let me say. So yeah, it's cool. I do like that most Megas, I imagine I'm like, oh yeah, this will be the next step in their evolution line. I can see that. Not all of them, obviously, but some of them do work like that. I think Glimora definitely does, but there's not really that much going on for it. I kind of like the petals, like the I guess, I don't know, floating, the outlines and whatnot, but that's about it. I think I'm gonna put it with Mega Phalanx. This is only saving Grisset. It's basically a Gundam in my eyes. That's about it. Apparently there's 3 different forms of Tatsugiri. It's mostly depending on what's in the middle. I don't really care about much of these in general. Don't get me wrong. The fact that we have a sushi Pokemon as a dragon type is insane. But that's about it. That's the only thing I'm like, oh, okay, cute. Anyways, so Tatsugiri, let's see. And all 3 of the forms are the same to me, to be honest. Kind of in the same vein. I'll kind of like C tier. They're honestly between C tier to D tier in my brain, but I guess their cuteness is an appeal as well, kind of. And last but not least, Mega Excalibur. I freaking love this Pokemon. You give me again a kaiju, definitely reminiscent of Godzilla. I am a sucker for. I use this Pokemon on my team. I love them to death. I am indifferent of the Mega just because it's only larger sword in my brain. I think he has more ice on his face. Correct me if I'm wrong. But if you would have changed his, like, I don't know, his color scheme somehow to like a more reddish tones, purple, kind of like, give me more kaiju vibes, give me more Godzilla vibes, I would have been like, I'm there with you. This is fine. It could have been way better. Honestly, could have been way better. If I'm gonna choose between this guy and Garchomp, I still go this guy. 10 times out of 10. But they're both kind of the same. They're like, they don't change that drastically. I kind of prefer their base forms. They're cool, but they could have been better. So, this is kind of my list. Honestly, again, this is my perspective. So, you guys can discuss in the comments what you think. And before I finish up, I want to do one last thing, which I thought last minute it would be a cool idea. Apart from Rayquaza being like the default legendary that I would love to have, I was thinking, okay, once I finish my S, which one of these would be the 6 Pokemon that I would definitely have in my team? So for the sake of that, I'm just gonna eliminate the ones, not move them in any other tiers, just probably move them down here and showcase which would be on my team for sure. So these are the 6 Pokemon, Mega Evolution style, that I would definitely have on my team. And did I just pick Mega Chimecho over Mega Alakazam? You bet your ass I did. I love this guy. This Mega Evolution was insane to me when it came out, just because of how interesting it looks. And yeah, these guys, these would definitely be part of my team, by far. I was debating if I only go with one starter. If that is the case, I'm gonna do this. I'm sorry guys, I'm sorry. And I would probably add Mega Houndoom. I think this would be a rounded up team if I would get rid of Mega Charizard. Just having one starter. I know. That's what the comments are for. Hope you guys enjoy. Feliz Navidad. And I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.